Chattanooga versus the world, broadcasting live for the first time down here at Redskins training camp. Very excited about that. Very excited about my next guest, who I think I've had on the show 100 times, but never in person, Mr. Charley Casserly from the NFL Network, from NBC Sports Washington. Where aren't you? Where don't you have irons in the fire at this point in your career, Charley?
We got a lot of irons in the fire. Hey, Chance, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to be on with you guys, and we got a great day right now. A little breeze, beautiful day.
And actually, I was told that, and as you can see, I'm a man of larger carriage, which Joe Theismann pointed out several times when I was speaking to him earlier. I've been told it was much hotter before I got down here, so I'm very, very grateful. How's practice today? How much did you get to check out?
Well, they wanted to talk about the quarterbacks meeting the NFL Network, so I concentrated on them in practice, so that was really what I got the most out of. But, you know, I think what you have here is, my sense is my veteran will start the season. Whether it's Colt or Case will be determined in preseason. What I saw this morning is I thought Colt was probably a little bit more accurate than Case. They both seemed to have a grasp of the offense and threw to the right people. I thought that Dwayne seemed to have a good grasp of where to throw the ball. He had the big plays this morning. Downfield throws, tight window throws. I mean, these were wild plays. These are Sunday highlight plays, which is what he can do. That's what you're looking for in the future. Greatness, and he has the ability to make great throws. On the other hand, he held the ball a bit too long. I would have been sacked 7-on-7 and threw late to deep outside, which is that's an interception waiting to happen, and the interception was dropped. And then the last period was a 2-minute drill, setting up a field goal to win the game. He fumbled the snap. Okay, so when you took it aside in the game, he's making some big plays, and they make some plays that cost you. Okay, the other guys didn't make the big plays so much, didn't cost you. So I would think that what we'll probably see is one of the two veterans start the season, and at some point, the big guy Haskins is going to play. Okay, whether the other guys play themselves out of a job, or if you're not winning, bang, then you go play them. Now, if you're winning, you're playing the veterans, everybody's happy.
Sure. Does anything about that change if Trent Williams is not with this team for the duration?
No. I think you got to just go play. Okay. Trent Williams, he doesn't play every game anyway. He's a pretty good player, but he doesn't play every game, so you got to have a plan. So you've got Christian, who seems to be taking a jump from last year. He's an athletic guy who's gotten stronger. Is he ready yet? You'd like him to be more, but he's improved. Penn is a veteran, a savvy veteran who you don't know what you're going to get out of Penn. You know, can he stay healthy? He's been injury prone, but he knows how to play the game. He can get in front of a guy. He can use his technique. He's a big body guy. So you'd like him to be a backup, which he is maybe right now. But you know, Trent Williams has chosen his path, and they have to move on without him.
Okay, so if you're talking about that's the eventuality, the preseason portion is all four of these games. We saw that the depth chart came out, Colts at the top of it for this Cleveland Browns game. Where would the playing time go for you? How valuable are these snaps for Haskins, and how much time do you think Colt and Case need in this capacity?
It's a tough situation because it's hard enough to play two in preseason, because remember, whoever the second guy is, he's going to be playing with the backups. Now they'll say he's playing against backups, and that's just a work with an offensive line sometimes with stunts and blocking blitzes and things like that. The receivers reading hot to break off routes. I would think he'll start a veteran on Thursday night, I would assume, and then Dwayne will get a good amount of time, and then maybe start the other veteran the next week. Dwayne gets some more time, and then week 3 will be the telling week what he does at that point in time. So maybe the veterans don't get quite as much as Dwayne does in the first couple of games, but then week 3 will decide. So.
One of the things that you were tweeting about doing your coverage down here for the NFL Network is the running back battle in Peterson and Geis, and which one starts. I wonder, do you think it's going to be as simple as that, or is it going to be a more, we know that Adrian Peterson needs his reps, and when he's not getting them, he's not happy, but Darius Geis is healthy, you drafted him for this. How difficult is it going to be to kind of get everyone the touches they need?
You can't worry about touches. Okay, you've got to do a good job of managing the room, and it's going to be hard with AP, because AP wants the ball all the time. I get that. I would assume if AP is healthy and can show he's healthy and ready to go, I would think they'll start the season, but Geis is going to get some reps. I think Geis overtakes him at some point if everybody's healthy. AP may have trouble staying healthy at his age. We don't know that, but it's possible. But Geis, if he plays to his potential with his speed and explosion, it's going to be a point that you're going to have to put in more touches to be eventually a starter. If he plays like the guy they thought they did.
Sure. The formula for this team looks like it's going to be run the football, play defense, which, was pointed out to me earlier. That's the way that the Patriots won the Super Bowl, so there's still a place for that. But it certainly doesn't feel like what the Eagles are doing, what the Saints are doing, what the Chiefs are doing, all these teams. Is that a formula you think they can have some meaningful success this year? And by that I just mean competitive football games, fourth quarter of the season. I think if you're having those, Jay Gruden's done a pretty good job this year.
You got to play to what you have, okay? And if you play the rookie quarterback, run the ball, play good field position, as your kicking game, you're going to take your shots downfield with this guy now. You're going to be aggressive. That's what you want to do. But you don't have the personnel to throw the ball around like maybe some other teams do. Okay, now the Rams are a run-first team and build everything off the play action. Okay, I think that's a formula that can win. And Patriots, like you pointed out, last month of the season they just went for a running attack. They just power ran the ball and played off that. So there is a place for it, but you have to play to what you can do best. The running the football and taking advantage of your running backs and the offensive line, that to me is important. The guy that's having the best camp, who's the guy who's the biggest impact, is Jordan Reed. Mm-hmm. He's the best offensive football player they have. He's the one guy you have to defend on defense. You have to double him. He looks outstanding out there. You just hope he can stay healthy.
That part of it's so interesting too, Charlie, because last year you find yourself at 6-3, and you have a quarterback that's throwing about 170 yards and 1 touchdown a game. But Jordan Reed, because of that, it seemed like he was underutilized, and people hypothesized he lost a step or he's not fitting in, whatever it is. It sounds like he is a bit reinvigorated with a less conservative style of quarterback play, which is going on right now. Do you think that's fair to say?
I can't judge that. I just look at him athletically. Okay, and I see a guy that's running faster and quicker and pain-free. So somehow they've either solved the problem, I guess, with the foot or the ankle, whatever it was the foot, and hopefully it stays solid. Because when I watched him last year, he could still separate one-on-one to get open, but he could not run in a straight line fast. Right, so he had short area quickness, but not long speed. So when he just got lined up against the linebacker and had to run downfield, he couldn't break away. And when he got lined up against the linebacker and had to go left and right, he could beat him. Now I see more of the long speed back.
That's great news too, because we've seen so many tight ends be that primary target for their teams in the modern NFL, and if he can do that for this team again at that capacity, as a guy that talent top 3 tight end in the league, that's got to make the job easier for that leaguer and wide receiver corps that's going to be relying on so many young players.
Well, you see, one of the things, if you think about the Patriots, they win with a slot, a tight end, and running backs in the passing game. Okay, hopefully Trey Quinn comes through in the slot. Jordan Reed stays healthy. And you've got Chris Thompson, who's an excellent third down back. Guys can catch the ball too. So when you reverse it, I do a lot of work on keys to games. One thing I've learned over 2 years is it's hard to find a third corner that can cover a good slot. It's hard to find a safety or a linebacker that can cover a back or tight end. So if you've got those positions, you're going to win your matchups week to week.
What did you think of Ed Reed's Hall of Fame speech?
I didn't listen. The only one I listened to was Champion. I only listened to part of Champion. I don't. To be honest with you, I'm not going to spend 4 hours watching those speeches. It's going on too long.
It was so long.
They're all going on too long. So I mean, it's in the NFL. God bless them. They're trying to do the best they can. They took out the presenter speech. Mm-hmm. They eliminated that one by doing it on tape, and then the unfortunate people that passed away, they shortened them. Okay, and these other people just keep going and going and going. It turns me off, okay, to be honest with you.
I can't agree with you more.
It does, and I have nothing against any of the players.
Sure.
I did watch Champ Bailey's speech, and I thought Champ did a nice job.
It was. I was watching the Nationals game. It was the 5th inning, and the game actually ended, and Reed was still talking in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I taped it, and I'm saying, I taped this for extra time now. This extra time is eating up here now.
Completely eaten up. I gave him a follow on Twitter at Charley Casserly, of course, NFL Network analyst and NBC Sports Washington. What's your schedule look like the rest of the day here, Charlie?
Well, we've got 2 more hits here with NFL Network, and then we'll have one with NBC Sports Washington. And that'll be our day. we'll head home from there.
Rolling Stone gathers no moss, my friend. Mazel tov. Always working, Mr. Charley Casserly. Really appreciate the time today.
Great to be with you guys.
So much. Awesome. Charley Casserly, everybody. It's Chad Dukes versus the World Broadcasting live from Redskins training camp.